The initial value of the semaphore that allows only one of the many processes to enter their critical sections is A8, B1, C16, D0. The correct answer is 1. The register-to-register RR instructions A have both their operands in the main store, B which perform an operation on a register operand and an operand which is located in the main store, generally leaving the result in the register except in the case of store operation when it is also written into the specified storage location. C which perform indicated operations on two fast registers of the machine and leave the result in one of the registers. D all of the above. The correct answer is which perform indicated operations on two fast registers of the machine and leave the result in one of the registers. A page fault. A is an error is a specific page. B occurs when a program accesses a page of memory. C is an access to a page not currently in memory. D is a reference to a page belonging to another program. The correct answer is an access to a page not currently in memory. An algorithm is best described as A computer language, B a step-by-step procedure for solving a problem, C a branch of mathematics, D all of the above. The correct answer is a step-by-step procedure for solving a problem. The process of transferring data intended for a peripheral device into a disk or intermediate store so that it can be transferred to peripheral at a more convenient time or in bulk is known as A. Multiprogramming, B. Spooling, C. Caching, D. Virtual programming. The correct answer is spooling. Block caches or buffer caches are used A. to improve disk performance, B. to handle interrupts, C. to increase the capacity of the main memory, D. to speed up main memory read operation. The correct answer is to improve disk performance. Which of the following statements is false? A small page size causes large page tables. B. Internal fragmentation is increased with small pages. C. A large page size causes instructions and data that will not be referenced brought into primary storage. D. I/O transfers are more efficient with large pages. The correct answer is internal fragmentation is increased with small pages. The action of parsing the source program into the proper syntactic classes is known as A. Syntax analysis, B. Lexical analysis, C. Interpretation analysis, D. General syntax analysis. The correct answer is lexical analysis. Which of the following is not true about the description of a decision table? A. A decision table is easy to modify. B. A decision table is directly understood by the computer. C. A decision table is easy to understand. D. All of the above. The correct answer is a decision table is directly understood by the computer. Trojan-Horse programs. A. Are legitimate programs that allow unauthorized access. B. Do not usually work. C. Are hidden programs that do not show up on the system. D. Usually are immediately discovered. The correct answer is are legitimate programs that allow unauthorized access. When did IBM release the first version of disk operating system DOS version 1.0? A. 1981, B. 1982, C. 1983, D. 1984. The correct answer is 1981. Which of the following is false about disk when compared to main memory? A. Non-volatile, B. Longer storage capacity, C. Lower price per bit, D. Faster. The correct answer is faster. Producer-consumer problem can be solved using A. Semaphores, B. Event counters, C. Monitors. D. All of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. Most of the microcomputers operating systems like Apple-DOS, MS-DOS, and PC-DOS etc. are called disk operating systems because A. They are memory resident. B. They are initially stored on disk. C. They are available on magnetic tapes. D. They are partly in primary memory and partly on disk. The correct answer is they are initially stored on disk. The CPU, after receiving an interrupt from an I/O device, A. holds for a predetermined time. B. hands over control of address bus and data bus to the interrupting device. C. branches off to the interrupt service routine immediately. D. branches off to the interrupt service routine after completion of the current instruction. The correct answer is branches off to the interrupt service routine after completion of the current instruction. 6. Analysis. A. is used for analyzing paging problems. B. is used for analyzing device busy problems. C. is used for analyzing control unit busy problems. D. is only shown on real-time displays. The correct answer is used for analyzing device busy problems, which is a permanent database in the general model of compiler. A. literal table. B. identifier table. C. terminal table. D. source code. The correct answer is terminal table. What is the name of the technique in which the operating system of a computer executes several programs concurrently by switching back and forth between them? A. partitioning. B. multitasking. C. windowing. D. paging. The correct answer is multitasking. Operating system. A. links a program with the subroutines it references. B. provides a layered user-friendly interface. C. enables the programmer to draw a flowchart. D. all of the above. The correct answer is provides a layered user-friendly interface. Software that measures, monitors, analyzes, and controls real-world events is called A. system software. B. real-time software. C. scientific software. D. business software. The correct answer is real-time software. The details of all external symbols and relocation list or map is provided to linker by A. macroprocessor. B. translator. C. loader. D. editor. The correct answer is translator. The macroprocessor must perform A. recognize macro definitions and macro calls. B. save the macro definitions. C. expand macros calls and substitute arguments. D. all of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. A development strategy whereby the executive control modules of a system are coded and tested first is known as A. bottom-up development. B. top-down development. C. left-right development. D. all of the above. The correct answer is top-down development. Which of the following is helpful in evaluating applications software? What will best suit your needs? A. recommendations by other users. B. computer magazines. C. objective software reviews. D. all of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. What problem is solved by Dijkstras banker's algorithm? A. mutual exclusion. B. deadlock recovery. C. deadlock avoidance. D. cache coherence. The correct answer is deadlock avoidance. The dispatcher. A. actually schedules the tasks into the processor. B. puts tasks in I/O wait. C. is always small and simple. D. never changes task priorities. The correct answer is actually schedules the tasks into the processor. System programs such as compilers are designed so that they are A. Reenterable, B. Non-reusable, C. Serially usable, D. Recursive. The correct answer is reenterable. IBM released its first PC in 1981. Can you name the operating system which was most popular at that time? A. MS-DOS, B. PC-DOS, C. OS 360, D. CP/M. The correct answer is CP/M. If the number of bits in a virtual address of a program is 16 and the page size is 0.5 KB, the number of pages in the virtual address space is A. 16, B. 32, C. 64, D. 128. The correct answer is 128. Which table is a permanent database that has an entry for each terminal symbol? A. Terminal table, B. Literal table, C. Identifier table, D. Reductions. The correct answer is terminal table. The functions of the syntax phase is A. To recognize the major constructs of the language and to call the appropriate action routines that will generate the intermediate form or matrix for these constructs. B. To build a literal table and an identifier table. C. To build a uniform symbol table. D. To parse the source program into the basic elements or tokens of the language. The correct answer is to recognize the major constructs of the language and to call the appropriate action routines that will generate the intermediate form or matrix for these constructs. Swapping. A. Works best with many small partitions. B. Allows many programs to use memory simultaneously. C. Allows each program in turn to use the memory. D. Does not work with overlaying. The correct answer is allows each program in turn to use the memory. A disk scheduling algorithm in an operating system causes the disk arm to move back and forth across the disk surface in order to service all requests in its path. This is A. First come first served, B. Shortest seek time first SSTE, C. Scan, D. FIFO. The correct answer is scan. A translator is best described as A. An application software, B. A system software, C. A hardware component, D. All of the above. The correct answer is a system software. Data encryption. A. Is mostly used by public networks, B. Is mostly used by financial networks, C. Cannot be used by private installations, D. Is not necessary since data cannot be intercepted. The correct answer is mostly used by financial networks. What is the name given to the process of initializing a microcomputer with its operating system? A. Cold booting, B. Booting, C. Warm booting, D. Boot recording. The correct answer is booting. The functions of the storage assignment is are A. To assign storage to all variables referenced in the source program, B. To assign storage to all temporary locations that are necessary for intermediate results, C. To assign storage to literals and to ensure that the storage is allocated and appropriate locations are initialized, D. All of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. A processor. A. Is a device that performs a sequence of operations specified by instructions in memory. B. Is the device where information is stored. C. Is a sequence of instructions. D. Is typically characterized by interactive processing and time of the CPU's time to allow quick response to each user. The correct answer is a device that performs a sequence of operations specified by instructions in memory. With MS-DOS, which command will divide the surface of the blank floppy disk into sectors and assign a unique address to each one. A. Format command. B. FAT command. C. VER command. D. CHKDSK command. The correct answer is format command. Multiprogramming. A is a method of memory allocation by which the program is subdivided into equal portions or pages and core is subdivided into equal portions or blocks. B consists of those addresses that may be generated by a processor during execution of a computation. C is a method of allocating processor time. D allows multiple programs to reside in separate areas of core at the time. The correct answer is allows multiple programs to reside in separate areas of core at the time. A translator which reads an entire program written in a high-level language and converts it into machine language code is A. Assembler. B. Translator. C. Compiler. D. System software. The correct answer is compiler. The advantages inherent to using high-level languages are A. Fewer people, less management, and shorter transition in learning time. B. Improved debugging capability and superior documentation. C. A greater degree of machine independence. D. All of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. Addressing modes. A defines the fundamental method of determining effective operand addresses. B are variations in the use of fundamental addressing structures or some associated actions which are related to addressing. C performs indicated operations on two fast registers of the machine and leave the result in one of the registers. D all of the above. The correct answer is are variations in the use of fundamental addressing structures or some associated actions which are related to addressing. In which ways a macroprocessor for assembly language can be implemented? A. Independent 2-pass processor. B. Independent 1-pass processor. C. Processor incorporated into pass 1 of a standard 2-pass assembler. D. All of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. Which of the following is a type of systems software used on microcomputers? A. MS-DOS. B. PC-DOS. C. Unix. D. All of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. The working set theory of programming behavior of processes running within an operating system involves A. The collection of pages that a process accesses. B. Disk scheduling mechanisms. C. Coalescing holes in memory. D. Assigning the CPU to processes. The correct answer is the collection of pages that a process accesses. Operating system is A. A collection of hardware components. B. A collection of input-output devices. C. A collection of software routines. D. All of the above. The correct answer is a collection of software routines. A file organization component of a VSAM file is A. Relative record data set. B. Keyed sequential data set. C. Entry sequential data set. D. All of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. What is the name given to the software which can be legally compiled and often used for free? A. Shareware program. B. Public domain program. C. Firmware program. D. Mindware. The correct answer is public domain program. The SJF algorithm executes first the job. A. That last entered the queue. B. That first entered the queue. C. That has been in the queue the longest. D. With the least processor needs. The correct answer is with the least processor needs.